Hi, my name's Jenna, and this is my TED Talk on the importance of appearance in interpersonal communication. Appearance has an effect on our perception of others, how others perceive us, and our perception of ourselves. All of this has an effect on the relationships that we form with our fellow communicators. When I'm talking about appearance, I'm talking about the way that we look and how we project ourselves in the world, and this might include our attractiveness and how that could affect communication would be like if we found someone that we were communicating with attractive, we may be more interested in what they had to say, whereas if we didn't, we may not care as much. The way that we dress can be a factor in communication because, say, we found someone that has similar style, that would be a similarity that could help form a relationship later. Or opposite, if we found someone who had a style that was much different from ours and we didn't like it, we may choose to kind of stay away from this person, saying, no, they have a weird style, I don't really want to associate with them. Our posture can have an effect. Say we are in a conversation and we're kind of slumped over, shoulders in, our communicator might think we're bored or disinterested in the conversation and may not want to talk to us anymore. Or even if we are holding ourselves just a little too high, it may seem like we are trying to project ourselves as superior or too much better than the other person, and that could be considered rude and could offend someone. And along the same lines, body language, say we are using our hands too much in conversation, or we have a nervous habit like fidgeting or biting our nails or something like that, that can be annoying and might affect a conversation. For example, there's a commercial I've seen. It's a car commercial. I couldn't tell you who it is or what, but the person uses his hands all the time, and it's very distracting, so much that I don't even know what they're trying to sell me. That was just an example, but another factor in appearance that can have an effect on our communication skills could be our race or our gender, such as if I'm talking to another female, my conversations may be different than, say, I was talking to a male. They might be on different subjects, or I may word things differently just because of who I'm talking to. These are all examples of nonverbal communication, which we've learned about in this semester, and which is a topic that I took special interest in this semester. I found it very interesting how most of the time our unconscious behaviors can send out such strong messages. And that's how I feel about appearance. I'm not trying to be like narcissistic, saying you need to worry about your appearance every time you're talking to someone. I'm not saying that you need to dress up every time. I just think that everyone needs to be aware of what their image is sending out to their communicators. And the less distractions that you have, the easier communicating will be and focusing on what is being talked about. For example, say I were talking to you now with piercings all over my face. First of all, you're probably going to call me a hypocrite for talking to you about appearance when I have things covering my entire face. but you're going to be most likely focused on all of the piercings and not what I'm trying to communicate with you. I find this very important, and this shows how your appearance affects what others think of you, as well as in reverse, if someone were like that, it's how you would think of them. You would probably judge them. I'm not meaning to. It's natural what we think. But, and the way that we think of ourselves, how we perceive ourselves, is affected by our appearance based on what we see in the mirror. It's how we see ourselves. It affects our self-concept. It's drawn from our self-esteem. Do we think we are attractive? Do we think we look nice? Or do we try to hide ourselves? And in return, how we feel about ourselves is how we're going to make ourselves up in the mornings and every day, and it's going to be affected in our body language and our nonverbal communication, and it's going to affect how others perceive us as well. So this concludes my TED Talk. That is how appearance can affect our communications. I hope you liked it.